Hello, Scorpio. This is your 2023 Psychic Insight and Guidance. Hope you're all doing well. And if you have already seen through Christmas and New Year, Happy New Year. And if you haven't had Christmas yet, Happy Christmas. And I'm wishing you a Happy New Year in advance. If you'd like a private reading at the end of this blog, then please go down to the website www.saraperry.me. There are some special offers on up until January the 6th. And after that, I'm sure there will be some more there too, as I will be constantly updating the website. So do keep an eye on that. And if you do enjoy this blog, please do like, share and subscribe, as it helps me expand the channel. So the first thing I got when I looked at this, and I'm a Scorpio, so hello fellow Scorpios out there. I feel like this is the year to mix with the big wigs. This is the time to really step up. This is the time to really kind of step over the wall into that dream place that you've always wanted to be in, and that some things will click into place so beautifully that you could never imagine while you're listening to this right now. But when the magic happens, it's just so amazingly bizarre, but such a phenomenon and such a miracle that you just realize how these forces have been working beside you and behind you and pushing you forwards and motivating you and supporting you for all these years up until now. I'm seeing kind of a 15-year stretch for some people, that you've been working towards things, even longer for some. I know myself, it's been a lot longer than that, where I feel like the journey began. But if you go back through maybe 7-year cycles, maybe even 10-year cycles, look at kind of the big changes, the major changes you've made in your life, the big dreams that you've had, the ones that you've never let go of, and how things have materialized up until now. And then when these other things happen, you'll realize everything will kind of connect. You may come into January feeling a bit doubtful, a bit low, a bit tired, a bit strung out for some of you. However, this is because of the retrograde still going on, but there is positivity around the corner, and you will have these kind of little upsides, even if there are some downsides. See the downsides as healing and just letting go. And I do see some really unexpected surprises. It's really important. And as a Scorpio, I've learned this the hard way, to not plan anything. I love spontaneity. I love rebirth. I love endings because it always means new beginnings. And that's a typical Scorpio attitude, really. However, sometimes if there's nothing going on, I start trying to plan things, or I, add more to my the baggage I'm carrying already, and add more struggle to the workload. And the plans always change, and it's been a big learning already in 2022. So if you've learned to live in the present and be in the flow and be more spontaneous and more in the moment and instinctive, keep that attitude throughout. My guidance to you more than anything is to really simplify the race. Take less with you. Really clear out. If you're listening to this before New Year, clear out. Take the time now to just really kind of look at what works in your life and take what is working, or make something that isn't working into something that does work. It kind of connect it, combine it into one big strategy, so you can just focus on that, and you haven't got all this other stuff that's unended. And if necessary, just kind of leave stuff behind and just see it as like, well, that was just work in progress. That was part of my training, but now this is the big one. There may be a bit of manipulation around relationships and family, but you really need to remember what the dream is and trust that Spirit has got your back. There's going to be some revelations here where you suddenly, for some of you, may realise how you've been pulled in two different directions. As you're going for the big dream, if you're really light and you're really positive and you're really optimistic, a lot of people may want to hold you back because they want you in their corner. They don't want you going off enjoying your life, because it means they're stuck in the dark and the shadows. You are their light. See that power. But the thing is, you can have something for you too. You can be your own light. You don't have to be everyone's light. They can bring their own torch, and they can change the batteries occasionally. You don't have to constantly be the supply, supply and demand. There's big transformations coming from June to July time. And you may be surprised at how somebody has been watching you or seeing you or been viewing what you do. And this is going to change. It's going to give you a lot more independence and allow you to kind of step forwards, on your own, in your own kind of boots, you know, like the strong boots. You're doing the walking, you're doing the leading, you're doing everything. Um, Somebody could return into your life, or somebody from the past could be the biggest inspiration this year. I see an important conversation, but you are in control of this. You are the tiger. So if you're concerned about somebody coming back in, you know, because to be honest, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I let a lot go this year, and there's a lot of, I thought, no, that isn't on my wavelength, that isn't valuable to me, that isn't helping me, so I'm just going to kind of just move on. I was, you know, I'm a great believer, if something is meant to be, it will be, and it will find its way back to you somehow. So if something does return, ask yourself why. Is this useful to you? Is this just a sign that you need to be aware of the temptations that come with this? You know, is this just you still just clearing some old stuff? Is this, you know, the fact that you're light? I always find when I'm in my highest power, my highest vibration, I get a lot of the old stuff coming back. You know, it's like tapping on the door going, hi, I'm here. And it's like, yeah, where were you when I needed you? You know, but also it's like, no, I've been there before now. You don't need to go back, but you could get inspiration from it. Okay, so kind of find a positive in anything that is negative. You know, you've got the knowledge, so you don't have to make the same mistakes. There is a positive house contract that will come about, and it's something that you've really wished for. So if you've got that house design and plan on a vision board, then, you know, if you haven't done it, do it. And if you have, then, you know, keep it in a really good place where, you know, a money corner, or where you can see it generally. There seems to be soul links everywhere floating around. I've got the number 7 is going to be really, really important. The 7 is the year, numerologically, but it's also a very spiritual number. It's a number of detachment. It's a number of kind of, you know, trust and following your intuition. And, you know, if you aren't already in a spiritual related field, you very well might find this will be useful to you. I feel like spirit is really very much working around Scorpios at the moment. It's like, we're going to give you the rewards now. This is time, you know. And I'm sure I say this every year because you kind of keep your faith, you keep going, and it's still like, oh, I'm not quite there yet. But I do feel this could be the most amazing year. So stay, you know, really believe in your goal. Make sure that you do prioritize your time, your value, and you give yourself enough energy, and you're not constantly carrying everybody else's luggage. Okay, just watch some minor illnesses this year. I feel that, you know, this could be coming from stress. It could just be that it could be from other people draining you, projecting stuff onto you. I feel it's energetic that could be causing it, rather than catching a cold. But it could come out in a cold. The more powerful you are, right, the more light you are, the more moss you're going to attract. Okay, so it is a sign. If you are kind of surrounded by this, you kind of know, okay, well, they're not here, so I have to heal everybody. They're here because they wanted what I've got. Okay, so kind of turn it around and see that power. But it's definitely, I feel this is a new start. And it's time to let go of somebody else's choices and choose you. So I hope this has helped you. If you'd like a private reading, get on down to the website www.saraperry.me. It'd be great to hear from you, and have a great New Year and Christmas if you haven't already done so. Speak soon. Bye for now.